Greetings, traders. Welcome to the 24th of March, 2021. It's about 20 minutes past 8 Central Standard Time, and it's 21:20 here in Southeast Asia. This will be the final attempt here to see if I can get the Investor RT running and kind of dedicate the stream to providing information that I can forward over to the Investor RT guys. So what we have here is typical Investor RT running on rhythmic data, excuse me. A couple of things I figured out yesterday was I nuked the quote page I had up. It seemed to be drawing a lot of power out of Investor RT. I have gone through and changed all of these to see how many milliseconds each one of them was taking to recalculate. You can kind of see where they are here. All right. So basically, I've got 4 charts. I've got the profile. I've got a ES 5-minute. I've got the Renko, and I've got a 1-minute daily, or a basic time daily here, just to kind of see where we are for the pre-market. So basically, we're risk on, obviously, and we're trading right now at right here. This is that big range where there's been so much resistance. They can't get through it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times they've tested up there. And again, now they're testing out over here. So looks like quite a ceiling there at about a 13.2, somewhere between 13.2 and 13.250. Be the range, in my opinion. This is the trigger chart, which is a Renko. This is a Jigsaw Dome, which is running on the Tradovate data feed, because that's where my TopStep Trader Step 2 combine is powering, so I've got to trade against that. A couple of things to look at here. The VIX is picking up a little bit, but it dropped way back. It's picking up a little now. We'll see what happens when we go into the get the trading day going. Market should open in about another 7 minutes, 7, 8 minutes. Now, yesterday there was some changes here. I traded this thing pretty hard yesterday night. I just couldn't quite go to sleep thinking that I was going to have a $500 drawdown. So I traded up here. We're still at 3 contracts. You can see that I was able to bring it up past a loss, but there's a whole lot of trades going on here. It was, I don't know, 30-something trades. Not the best trading, but I ended up positive. So traded it back from a substantial loss to a positive. 15 days, 87% winning, I guess. And I'm past the 10 days. So as soon as I can get across this green line at 53 here, which I thought would be this week, then it's a funded account. So that's how it works. Now we'll get on with the analysis for the Investor RT fellows. First of all, here is the task manager. So that's looking great. The last few days, until I started shutting off one thing at a time after I realized about enabling or optimizing the millisecond for refresh, this was running very high instead of very low. So we'll see what happens on the open. We're on the Singapore I'm connected through the Singapore gateway. This is the sysinfo of the system. So you can see it's a Ryzen 9 3900 12 core. Got 64 gigs of RAM. It's a X570 OS Master motherboard. And the components here are it's a GeForce RTX 2060 Super NVIDIA with 8 gigs of RAM. So that's the basic specs of the trading computer. There's essentially no hardware on it, really. The only hardware on it is Windows 10 and the trading platforms. Jigsaw, Investor RT, Tradovate. So that's about as, I can't imagine that that's going to be a problem. And the internet connection is fiber optic, about 300, somewhere between 200 and 300 Mbps up and down. So that shouldn't be a problem. And what we will do now is wait for the open. I won't trade, I don't imagine. We got the open in 4 minutes, and let's go thank Buddha that we're going to get this thing off the ground and not have any delays, and then we can forget all this nonsense and get on about trading. Really disappointing that it's taken so long. One thing I did notice that is interesting, nobody's using the GPU. Now, the stream should normally be streaming via the GPU. It was yesterday anyway. And yeah, it's live and it's streaming, so that's pretty weird. Yesterday it was using the GPU, and Investor RT has never used the GPU. Tradovate does, and perhaps that's the problem. I've got a phenomenal piece of hardware there with a lot of RAM and speed, and it's not being used. I'm quite surprised now to see that the stream is not using it. Yesterday it was. Oh, so that's interesting. Now, if I start Tradovate, let's see what happens here. I could type straight. Be all right. All right, so it jumps down here where we've been keeping it. And now let's see. Well, I am totally amazed now. First, I don't see Tradovate here at all. Oh, what the hell is going on? Because yesterday there was a Tradovate and the stream were both using the GPU. This thing doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe it's not updating or something. Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. Why would that crash with such a lightweight Computer load. Huh. Oh, that sucks. From a dizzying height. Maybe there's some ultimate problem going on with the computer. I don't know. Or Windows 10 is doing some stupidness. Well, there was a nice market is open. And it looks like we're trading pretty much as advertised. So so we got no lag showing. That's a really good thing. We got volume profile printing here and over here. That's good. Well, maybe we figured it out. I don't know. I am kind of disappointed. I was busy messing with the task manager and didn't bother to get that trade off. That's not any way to make money, is it? But now that this is happening, let's see what happens if we get this again. Something's wrong. Something's completely goofy. I don't know what it is here, but I'm not seeing. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with this thing. Before, when I opened it up, all the apps that were up and running were right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Magical. And that doesn't seem to want to be running. However, the trading seems like we're plotting okay, so good for me. Good for us. Now I can't get this stupid thing out of here, and it doesn't seem to want to do anything. I don't know what's up with that, but that can't be good. Yeah, go report to Microsoft. Well, so there we go, I guess. 1 millisecond. I would say that it's pretty much tradable now. Pretty close, anyway. And lag is still showing none. So that's a really good thing. Hats off to Sean Payne from Investor RT for pointing me to the troubleshooting video he put together. A few more questions that I still haven't got figured out a way to answer. For example, when you minimize a window, it just disappears. It doesn't go down to the top of the taskbar or anything, so that's kind of annoying. Those are emails that I'll work with those guys on. I would say we're going to try for this Globex low, be my guess. A lot of traffic right here, however. A lot of traffic right on that. Yesterday's point of control is right down here. Where are we over here? I couldn't figure out how to scale this exactly, so it's a little bit off. When I have it at the regular scaling, it's so big you can't really see the profile. Kind of annoying. Oh, get away. It seems like it's charting pretty close. The dome is obviously a lot more interactive, but I'd say it's trading. Well, I'd say it's trading well enough to know what's going on. These are certainly not updating as fast as these. On the quote board. What was that all about? Let's go clear, 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 flat, flat, flat. Why did I see that order up there? What the hell was going on with that? Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better. A whole lot better. Looks like we got a pretty hard bottom there at the, it's amazing that they're just hanging 3 or 4 ticks off the Lobex low. That's pretty amazing, actually. And what's happening with our friends at ES? Oh, well, that's the problem. ES is rocking up. Rocking to the upside. Now, what happens if I go to my old trigger chart, the range? Don't remember that. And I don't see the volume pro. Oh, that's because I turned it off. There we go. So there's the range bar, and that seems to be plotting pretty close. Well, now I feel better. Now it looks like the old investor RT that I was used to. By golly. Left without us. The train left without us. I'll tell you, I'm going to get screwed on that. I got to figure out why that's not working. I maybe need to get away from a wireless mouse. That could be it. So looks like our sellers are still having their way with it here. They've taken out the Globex low, so the stat has been satisfied. We are definitely punching new lows over here. And completely contrary to the ES. I'm sorry I missed that sale. I was looking for that, actually. Well, I feel a lot better about this at the moment. So the only thing that I'm seeing now that looks particularly strange to me, one of the things that I did do also, this is for the benefit of the Investor RT fellows. Oh, why does it keep coming back? I keep disabling volume at price and it keeps coming back. I thought that would enable a much quicker response, because I noticed something in one of the videos about the volume at price being pretty heavy. I'll be damned. I thought I had that turned off just earlier, just as I was starting the stream. Well, we're at the psychological level here, the whole number. What are we going to do? Going to bounce it? I do see one problem. The volume profile is not calculating properly. There's no volume calculating. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, what's going to happen now? Are they just going to keep running it down, or what are they going to do? A little apprehensive to short down here, especially with that volume profile not printing out properly. And the range is not either. This dotted line should be down here. If I understand properly, this should be the trading area. So what's up with that? Oh, are they going to come visit our old friend 12,800? Is this a sell the pullbacks kind of day? So I think this is probably enough info for the investor RT fellows. I'm going to try that. I'm just real interested as to why this task manager doesn't want to work. That's looking a little bit more like it. But I don't think it's really reading anything. And I'm especially interested that it's not picking up the GPU. Is it the task manager? Is it Windows 10? Is it what? Is it? That's what I don't know. The Streamlabs. Huh. So do I have a fancy graphics card that's just sitting there doing nothing, just twirling around for its own good, or what? It is driving the I mean, I am amazed that it's not doing something, because that's what's driving this video. So something seems to be wrong with and this thing doesn't want to react properly. Oh, again, brand new machine, brand new hardware, nothing on it. And what's this crap? Why does it keep doing this? Yeah, tell Windows that they need to fix their junk. Just special. Really special. right, so missed that nice bottom out action and pullback. So pleased about that. That's the extended value area low from yesterday, from the Globex period. All right, so I'm going to stop the stream here so that there's not a long, drawn-out affair for the investor RT folks, should they decide to look at it. So remember, traders, if I don't get back on, that your goal is to trade and manage your risk so you can trade tomorrow. That's the most important thing to remember. Trade well, and I should be back on in a few minutes here. Stand by. Got added a couple things here. Title and whatever else. Okay, save.